Clowns, clowns, clowns. Are you afraid of clowns? Well, I'm going to warn you right now that this review is absolutely full of clowns, and not the political kind. It's a real clown city, so to speak. Anyways, click subscribe now if you're not afraid of some goofy-ass clowns, and enjoy the show. Greetings, friends, and welcome back to the 3-Minute Horror Show. My name is Ben, your host, and I love horror movies. In fact, I watch the bad movies so that you don't have to. You're welcome. Today I'll be reviewing the movie Clown Fear from 2020. It's been a while since I've covered a killer clown movie. The last one I reviewed was 100 Tears, and that was months ago. Well, we're due for another one, and what's better than one killer clown? A whole pile of killer clowns. A whole f***ing city of them.
Yikes!
Can you imagine? A city full of killer clowns. Well, you won't have to imagine much longer. This movie was directed by Min Collins, an American writer, director, and producer, who's also responsible for a documentary about sexual harassment in the entertainment industry named Rocking the Couch. It was written by Collins and the star of the movie, Sadie Katz. She's in all sorts of horror movies, and we've seen her before in Night Carnage. Check out my video on that one. Clown Fear is streaming here in Canada on Amazon Prime, and you can also see it in the USA on Tubi. Sarah French is driving her car through some backwoods-ass city and she has a nasty crash. She survives it, and it's kind of a miracle. Her luck continues on as she finds an empty clown hotel that seems pretty swanky. She can have a shower there, and she also finds some booze. Her luck runs out, though, because she gets stabbed by some bad guy clowns. Jump cut to Sadie Katz. She's playing a bride in Vegas. Her husband leaves her at the altar because it looks like she cheated on him. She tries to explain to him that it was a girl that she cheated with, so it really doesn't count. But I still think it does. The bride and her bridesmaids head out on the road. Now she's left her phone behind, and the jilted groom learns the truth about the cheating from her lost device. Lucky for the bride, he agrees that girl-on-girl action isn't cheating. Him and his friend drink and drive, and they go on their way to find the girls. To Clown City, USA. Can we take a moment to appreciate the fact that this movie posits a world where there is an entire city made up of clowns? Hilarious. Coulrophobia is the medical term for the intense fear of clowns, and it is a real, recognized condition. And there have been many studies done and papers written about this topic. Scientific American cooked up a fear of clowns questionnaire, and they surveyed almost 1,000 people that run the gamut of teenagers to senior citizens. Over half of the respondents claimed to be afraid of clowns to some degree, and 5% of them claimed to be extremely afraid. They also found that women typically were more afraid of clowns than men. So why is this? Some psychologists believe that fear of the unknown plays a role. Clowns present themselves in strange makeup and behave in bizarre, exaggerated, and unpredictable ways. That's what generates laughs, but many people find that unsettling. Another possible cause could be the uncanny valley effect. Many people find the appearance of something that's almost human, but not quite, very disturbing. This group of people also could find mannequins, ventriloquist dummies, dolls, or AI slop quite frightening. And the final possible reason that we'll talk about here is culture. In the horror industry, we love a scary clown, don't we? We've got Art the Clown, we've got Pennywise, and to a lesser extent, we've got the Joker. So what is the suggested treatment method for coulrophobia? Exposure therapy! I don't suggest you start with this movie, though. The women's car breaks down, and they're stuck staying at the same clown hotel that the other lady got stabbed in. It sucks, and everyone is weird. The guys run into some bad guy clowns on the way, and the best man is beheaded, but the groom manages to escape. The ladies hit it off with the daughter of the hotel owner, Kat, who seems to be a very sheltered woman. She's not allowed to talk to men, and she isn't supposed to mix with the outsiders. Since the ladies don't have anything to do while their car is being repaired, Kat offers to take them to a local hot spring where they have a great old time. Until Kat's crush shows up. Kat's dad, who is a clown, shows up and crushes this kid's head with a baseball bat. Yikes. Hey, you want to know a secret? I used to be afraid of clowns. Weird, right? One day I woke up and I just wasn't anymore.
What?
That's weird too. Maybe my brain came up with bigger and better things to be afraid of. Anyhow, now I like killer clown movies, and my killer clown content does really well on YouTube.
Wow.
So friends, why don't you suggest some clown movies for me to cover down in the comments? The more obscure the better. Meanwhile, at the Clown City repair shop, the bride decides that the car will be fixed faster if she has sex with a cute mechanic. She is not a very good fiancé. But she was right. With a newly fixed car, she returns to pick up her friends, only to find them on clown trial for not being clowns. The penalty for the crime of not being a clown is death. The clowns in Clown City are kind of gross, and they hate outsiders. And yet they have a hotel in town and a car repair shop by the highway. It kind of seems like those businesses would rely on outsiders to me. Can the bride free her friends from the killer clowns? And can they escape Clown City with their lives? Well, I can tell you right now that most of them aren't going to make it. And there are some pretty gnarly, gory, downright brutal scenes before the end.
There you are.
To me, the most impressive thing about this movie is the amount of clown paraphernalia they found to use as props. If you love clown stuff, this movie is for you. There is clown stuff literally everywhere. The rest was bad. Their performances were okay, but the characters were not relatable or likable, and the plot was pretty thin. So in the end, I don't recommend this movie. I rate Clown Fear a 4 out of 10.
Ew.
As always, a link to my Letterboxd appears in the video's description. Please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does boost my engagement and helps my channel grow. Smell you later, nerds!
No need to get your panties in a bunch.